Hi guys, it's Lula here. Sorry, my hair is a bit crazy, but aside from all that, um, I think it's time that I call to your attention one little thing. Because these clothes apparently has some problems, so with him kind of having an issue. I thought, hey, why not just share with everybody so everybody gets the deal, everybody gets the benefit, blah blah blah. Alright, so I'm gonna tell you guys how to live my life. How to live the best absolute way, in my opinion, as a content creator. And the strategies and everything that I do to kind of keep things in control. Okay, so yeah, the following tips you're gonna see, it's all come from me. It's actually what I do. Nothing is fake. Alright, 100% real right now. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so this is my little desktop or whatever you want to call it for my tablet. See, it's very organized. You see, I got my camera and gallery, I got my creation stuff, I got my games. Like, see, it's not very much, but hey, healthy. Plus, got my virus protection, got my music stuff, got my social, yeah, all the good stuff. Alright, so anyway, since we're talking about health, okay, first and most importantly, the thing we're going to talk about first is sleep, because that is Music Club's main issue here. So we're going to point to that first. So, I'm using the widget to access this app. It's called Sleep as Android. But of course, you can go find it after you install it. Alright, and again, here's the desktop for that. As you see, this is the recent revamped layout for this, as of recently. Now, what you see on here is actually my records and all that. Like, see, from now, Music Clues, if you want to pay attention to where it says bedtime in 3 hours and 3 minutes, for example, that is one of the alarms that will constantly adjust depending on how you adjust it. But yeah, this is the main thing. But if you want to be more simplified, there's this tabs view here. Alright, and that's this here. Or another view you can have is the alarms, which is this one. But for my purposes, we're gonna leave it a dashboard. Alright, now again, they changed this a lot. It's gonna have a lot here. Alright, if we open up the settings here, one of the first things you'll see right on the top is the bedtime notification. Now, for my preference, for example, I set it to 5 minutes before bed, and if I have to skip it or anything, it repeats to remind me again in half an hour. Now, this is one of those new things that they put up. Is smart bedtime, where it accounts for a smart wake up period. Like, say you want like the best possible sleep, you leave that checked, which I'm imagining we all do. And ringtone, I don't believe I have this set, but like, see, it keeps trying to do this. Connect yours to a Spotify account. I don't have a Spotify account, but if you do, great. But yeah, there you go, bam. If you have Spotify, do that. Now you're gonna see these words a lot, application things throughout the entire thing. As you see, it has my Google Music, my Sleep as Android default noises, and of course ringtone is basically ringtones, and then my music tag is basically everything that I have A to Z in my music that I have downloaded, which I'm gonna cancel that because I'm happy. And then it won't vibrate if it's on a tablet, but of course there's this vibrate, and then you have this LED light option, which is gonna make your screen flash. Like, say it's turned off, it's gonna automatically turn the screen back on and flash it, say, hey, time for bed. Alright, and then the ideal daily sleep income, the recommended is 7. I recommend you do that as well. You set it at 7 unless you have a really busy schedule. But somewhere around 5 to 7 hours you want to set it at, by either doing this option here, or you can just slide it, like so. And then there's the alarm default settings, which has a lot. There's a snooze button for 3 minutes, and for me, I tend to hit snooze a lot, so yeah, I put it at the least possible. And the least possible is like 3 minutes, so yeah, just leave it at that. And then, of course, snooze limit is how many times you can press snooze. Maximum snooze time is, of course, again, affecting how many times you can hit the snooze button. And then there's half snooze, which cuts the time in half. Then changing the snooze time, which allows the snooze duration to change at alarm time. Then snooze after alarm time. Of course, I have that enabled, but if you're that kind of person that wants to get up right away, go ahead, do it, please. And then if I go back, again, that brings us back to the default things for the alarm. The backup alarm. Again, if you're that get up and go kind of person, I set up your backup alarm for 1 minute. In the ringtone, it looks blank, but it's actually set to my application settings, which again bring up those words. And then the alarm timeout is set to 20 minutes by default, and then it's set to repeat 3 times. But of course, those are changeable as well. And then if I go to alarm timeout, that's the default alarm timeout. Then if I go to ringtone, it's basically what you want yours to sound like. And then volume, again, that's pretty obvious. Volume increase, that basically makes it get louder and louder. Then of course, if you have a phone, you have vibrate. And then you have alarm sound start. And I didn't set this up yet, so I'm gonna do from start. And then you always want to leave this on play alarm and silent profile. Then control, again, this is probably if you have a phone, there's flip to snooze. I leave that turned off. And then if I press the drop down, there is more control things that I've left disabled. But of course I'm going to turn this on. That's to freeze the screen in place. Like, say you have an auto rotating thing or whatever, but you know. Anyway, then there's the dangerous option, use with caution. I just leave that alone. And then whenever this also for waking up, it's the capacha, which we all know annoys the heck out of everybody now. There actually is a one additional add-on that you want to look for when using this. It's basically their add-on pack. Like, if I show you, like, see, right now it says, shake it as my default capacha, but you have more things. What comes originally with sleep is simple math, type math, sleeping sheep, scanning QR code, doing an FC tag, and shake it dream diary, or say cheese where you smile for photo. In the capacha pack, there's the capacha, which is, you know, the normal thing. Then you have the randomized capacha, which if you turn that on, it's customizable, but yeah, you basically set some amount of tasks you can do. Then there's the multi-capacha again, that's customizable. Mirror text, that's basically reading backwards and retyping it. Swearing, I know that would probably be not your thing, Miss Clues. It would probably be your forte, Ethan, or someone's, I don't know. Zombie Walk, for tablets, it is not compatible as far as I know, or at least not with mine. I don't know how it is for iOS at all, but hey. Alright, and then there's Let There Be Light, which I have no idea what it is, but it's not compatible either. Fun with Flags, that's basically matching. And then Spin Around, that's basically the same as Shake It, except you spin round and round and round until it tells you to stop. So, and then there's difficulty, which you can set it, but basically that's your commitment to getting yourself up in the morning. There's preview, which I'm not gonna do because I don't want to mess up the tablet right now. And then as I said, there's more add-ons where you know you can buy more capacitive stuff that you can add on to this. In the advanced, there's a full alarm volume for whenever you're doing the capacha, and then prevent escaping capacha, which if I turn that on, see, it brings me to my device settings, which if I activate it, it'll actually have the screen locked whenever you know, I turn it on. Alright, and then if I back out of that, there's the sleep tracking, which is the big thing in this. There's a smart wake up, which you can set on your own, but I do highly recommend setting it at power nap. That way it can actually adjust. And then, which is for both the smart period and nap smart period, which, yeah, that. Then the advanced, there's the movement intensity, which tells it, okay, how sensitive do I want to be when sensing the movement. And then the movement occurrence, again, even though it says high sensitivity, have said that you can customize that also. I recommend leaving not before ideal sleep and start automatically turned off, because it actually offsets your sleep tracking. But if you're like on a battery and you're not like me and having it constantly charged, I mean, that's not an issue, because this does actually drain your battery down pretty good, so, which is another thing that's gonna come up later. For sensors, you have a choice between sensor and accelerometer. As you see, the accelerometer is what I'm only able to use right now, because I have to rely on Bluetooth as my speaker, since my normal default speaker blew out, and that's actually what is dependent if you switch over to Sonar, which is the contactless version of the sleep tracking. With the accelerometer, you actually have to have your device on your mattress beside you someplace. Alright, and then pair tracking. I'm assuming that's if you have, I don't know, a friend, your significant other, whatever. If they have the sleep app also, then yeah, you can track each other. And I'm assuming there's sharing in some aspect. Then there's do not disturb while sleeping. There's priority mode, and then there's the Wi-Fi control, which I have set to manual for obvious reasons. But on Mac, that's pretty much having it turn off your Wi-Fi the moment you start sleep tracking. There's the awake detection that I recommend you turn on. Awake using phone, I recommend you have on. Then there's the delayed sleep tracking. I have it set to a 30-second delay, so that way if I forget something last second, I can rush, get back to bed, no miss records anywhere. And then there's, of course, flipped pause. Then the advanced, you have the screen dimming, which there are 4 options. You can have it disabled, you can have it just dimmed, dim with clock, or always on clock. I just have it on dim. Then there's hide stats before rating, and here comes the thing where the 2 things I was kind of hinting on earlier. Where it's standby, like say you're low on battery. This is where if it's critically low, I leave it on at like 20%, and then there's the battery optimized that you want to leave on, obviously, if it's not turned on already. And then there's sleep noise recording. That you want to enable if you want to kind of track yourself in a way. Records snoring or sleep talk. I'd leave that on. Then recording volume threshold. Of course, obvious. Then the actual snoring, and there's snoring statistics. Then there's anti-snoring, which is kind of wakes you up or stops you from snoring, which is let's see, 4 options for this, where you can have it disabled, it can be a tongue click, which is a clicking noise, or your phone can vibrate. If you have a phone, I just have it set to both, or at least it's set on that for default. Ringtone, leave that alone. There's volume, then there's preview, then the advanced. There's the noise statistics thing. There's a high quality recording and storage path, and of course this is optional. They don't have it turned on by default, I don't think, which is it automatically deletes old records that are unstored or anything. Okay, and then there's the lullaby, like which if you are somebody who needs something to help you fall asleep, like rain noises or something, this would be ideal for you. There's the start automatically. There's a bunch of other options. There's a lot of defaults that come with it, and then there's a online radio. Plus, there's stuff that comes with a pack, but obviously doesn't point that out. But you obviously will typically see it if you're shopping around. And then there's for binaural beats. This you obviously need your headphones for, where it relaxes you, or if you're somebody on sleep medicine, deep sleep is okay. Then binaural beats and alarm. There's beta, which is fast wake up, and gamma, which is highly stimulating. I have them turned off because I find wearing my headphones that I use for my tablet quite uncomfortable. So yeah, if you're that kind of person, okay. If you're not, fine. And then there's lucid dreaming, which, as you see described here, it says it's a technique to gain control over your dreams, where you can, like, say you want to kind of try to remember your dreams. This is sort of that way they'll help you. I don't have it enabled because it actually wakes me up at night. So yeah, it's not too pleasant for me. And then, so yeah, you can explore that yourself. All this looks pretty obvious, but yeah, short and sweet. Gets pretty annoying. Then integrations, there's the add-ons, and if you use Wear operating systems, like watch operating system, there's all this for you. You can use wearables for sleep tracking. This was not too long ago either that they released this for sleep for tracking. But yeah, again, short and sweet. Something that you can look into also. And then there's lastly in sleep category, the jet lag prevention. Like, say you're traveling somebody in a different time zone, obviously you want that. Then of course there's add-ons, which is stuff, more apps from them, woohoo if you want them. And then services, I recommend you have at least some of these turned on. There's the cloud backup, which the free version of that is one sync a week. but if it's only 99 cents a year, that's $1 per year that you want to use unlimited syncing all the time. Then there's sharing sleep with friends. I'm sure by now you're probably quite annoyed by me doing that, but hey, it's kind of my thing. Then if you're connected to Google Fit, which I'll get to later, they've recently revamped it. I don't have it installed, but yeah, it's revamped if you want to go check it out. It syncs to your Google Fit, so if you have it, great. If you don't, okay, that's fine too. Then it also syncs to your Google Calendar, your iFit. I don't know what that is. It syncs to your taskbar. It experimentally it syncs to your Spotify for some unknown reason. And then you know how that goes. And then control miscellaneous, which is obviously how you want the app to look, text to speech, temperature, and then English. Then there's some privacy things. And then there's tabs, there's show advanced settings, which I'm going to turn on. And then there's the show whatever you want. Then year of birth, I'm not going to show that off because that's personal information, but you can check that out. Graphs, that's pretty much something you want to leave at default. Then dangerous options, of course, stuff that you might want to check out later. I recommend not playing around with that either too much. And see what else can I show you. Yes, there's advice. It shows you all kinds of this stuff. It shows you a goal if you have one. Like you can set a goal for yourself. Bedtime, sleep score, graphs, noise charts, advice, shortcuts, and add-ons. Now, and if you want to hop into your sleep tracking right away, this circle button here, that is basically the shortcut to jump right into the sleep tracking and jump start it. And then another app I use, coming out of sleep but also kind of concerned sleep, is Fabulous. Now if you want to get the full benefit, you have to pay the almost $100 for it, but see, right now it's presenting me brain's ability to focus, but I'm not gonna open it because again, it's personal information. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there that will be helpful as well. It can help you, give you energy. It can do a whole lot for you. And then, say you want to get some physical activity in, but you're a gamer, you don't want to really move around without being motivated. So, I recommend you get the Zombies Run and Zombies Run 5K. Those things are on the spot. It's like you're playing some kind of zombie game, but you're running to play. Plus, they have a little interactive town, which is the more you run, the more stuff you can buy and all that. So yeah, it's a really nice system that I have here. And then moving on to management, I've actually been looking around, and if you want so much this here is my security suite. Of course, I recommend these guys if you like paying for the price, or you can get the 360 security. It's not in the Google Play Store, or it is somewhat, but you know. And then let's see, what else can I tell you guys? Oh yeah, use your assistant, whoever your assistant is, Siri, Google, Cortana, whoever. Use your assistant, okay? Now, I know I'm saying things that might turn your life entirely digital. Yes and no, okay? Being digital like this is going to help you a whole lot, but in turn, you're going to be able to do things a lot ton better. Alright, and yeah, that pretty much ends this part of it. Now I'll jump you over to my PC and how I run things over there. Since there's only like a few things over there. See you in a second.
Okay, here we are on my desktop. So, also, while we were back on my tablet, one most important thing, also good for you, singing. That's actually something I recommend you do if you're trying to breathe, and just calm down, because, singing actually, de-stresses people. But anyway, as you see, I have a lot going on here. My desktop is very, very busy. But anyway, um, as I go down here, this is my 360 security here, that I was talking about them earlier while we were looking at my tablet, peeking at my tablet. Um, the free version is like the perfect equal in everything. It literally doesn't bulldoze your computer into you having no RAM space like the other programs do. It's awesome. It has their own free game booster, which in other ones you gotta pay for or something like that. It's awesome. They are top grade, bottom up down, awesome. Okay, and then if you're looking for a game that you kind of want to just again like back on my tablet, give you something to do whatever, like Zombies Run was to basically help you exercise, to relax. I recommend you either play either some Yu-Gi-Oh, Duel Links, or if you like really wanna settle down and you kind of have the optional upset, um, except for whenever it's forced upon you, is my favorite game, Sea of Thieves. That's why I play it every day when I can, because it is like one of those games where, even though it's controversial, it's like the loveliest thing that could ever happen in gaming. Um, or if you don't want to do gaming at all, there's always role playing with your friends on Amino or something. Which Amino, by the way, is a social website that used to be solely an app, but now it's a website also. Um, but yeah, you can role play in places like Google Plus, Twitter. There's all kinds of role play. Like, I'm still learning. There's legitimate role play, normal role play, and yeah, just role play, role play, role play. And yeah, that is pretty much that. Um, Again, use your assistant here, like I have here for Cortana, for example. Um, you can just talk to her if you wanna just talk. Let me. No. How are you? See? And yeah, you can talk to her. Oh, and watch this, watch this. Sing to me. See, she does stuff, amazing stuff like that, Cortana. I hear Siri does a few things. So does Google. Like, all three are amazing in some sort of way. You just have to figure out who you want. But, again, yeah, that pretty much, does it for the list of things you could do to improve yourself. Besides drinking coffee, which not only does coffee wake you up, actually, it helps you sleep because, like, say you only want to go sleep for like a half hour. If you have the Fabulous app, it actually has, like, if you're on their paid thing, it has this ritual of a caffeinated nap, which is only 25 minutes. It's amazing because what I do is get a cup of coffee, drink it all the way down, go to sleep, wakes me up with an alarm in the end. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So, yeah, again, that's it. Thank you guys so much. Alright.
Woo! And that is how you live the Lula life, guys. I hope all that stuff helps you. If none of this stuff is available for operating system, don't worry. I'm sure if you do a little homework, a little research, you'll find a good alternative that's like it, maybe. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this. These clips especially, I hope these helped you. Oh dear gosh, they do. They do. Alright. Alright, I can't wait to see what happens out of this. Oh, by the way, there's this app called AirSend It. It's available for both iOS and Android. That's also by the same people that make 360 Security. They're an awesome lifesaver with this one. All it does, it makes a peer-to-peer network between two devices. It is the most awesome app ever. It works really fast. It's awesome. Go get it. Okay, that again, thanks for watching. That's my last tip. But yeah, thanks. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna go. Okay. Bye now. Bye.